It is April the 12th, 2021. I'm Andy, and this is the Minorcan Mullet Report from the Golden Ray Rec site in the St.simons Sound. And it looks like there's problems again out at the site with the ongoing second attempt to cut Section 7. As we got around the ship today, we could see that the blocks were not tight. They weren't moving. And as we got on around, we could see what appears that the chain has separated. They have a chain break. Now, this chain is supposed to be a higher tension chain that was put under the ship during that removal of section number 2 from the bow. It's unfortunate now that we see this has happened. Really beginning to wonder about the strength of this structure inside the Golden Ray, and if this mechanism is going to get through it. We could see that this block, the offshore block, and this is the block that is over on the top side of the ship. It had made some progress, and we could see from this shot where it actually is back through the top side and working in across the side of the ship there. But from what we'd seen in previous days, the inshore or chain that's cutting on the hull itself didn't look like it had made too much progress. Still into that tough structure of the engine foundation and trying to work its way through. Now, the weather on the site was beautiful today. Temperatures were warm. It was high 70s, low 80s, kind of a light west wind. And the sea conditions out there were just beautiful. It was a beautiful day on the St. Simons Sound, and just unfortunate we get out today and see that the operation is idled again while they work to try to recover the end of the chain or reconnect it or move on to the next stage of chain placement. From radio traffic that we could gather today, it sounded like they were going to go in and try to find the chain at the tide change. Probably send some divers in to do that. And we're hoping that they're successful and can get back and find the end of it and maybe get things hooked back up. The environmental boats were again on site, as we have seen them for the past few weeks, just diligently working out. Didn't see any boom deployed, but they were still out monitoring the site, doing some recovery. We also saw a state boat. This is a Georgia state boat. Not sure exactly what it was doing, possibly water sampling. The funny thing about it, it was on the upcurrent side of the wreck and not down on the side where the current was running from. So be interesting to see what kind of results they got there. Again, you can see just how flat the seas were today on the Sound. We don't get a whole lot of these days, and when it happens, it's really beautiful. You can see almost see the sky right down into the water, the reflection. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day in coastal Georgia. Now, this isn't the first time that we have seen the chain break at the Golden Ray, but it is the first time that we have seen the chain break with this higher tension R5 rated chain. And if you'll remember, when they went back and started cutting the section 2, they had this chain placed underneath the ship, and this was an attempt to help with the structure members of the engine foundation in that engineering space right at the engine room of the Golden Ray. And it looks like they're still finding a little bit of difficulty in trying to get through that particular part of the ship, even with this tougher chain. Now, we can't look into the ship, so we don't really know how far it's advanced. We don't know how much cutting it's done on those structural members of that engine compartment. However, if it is making headway, if it is advancing, let's get this chain reconnected and try to get back at it. And hopefully the chain is not separated in an area where it's going to be extremely difficult, I should say, for them to get back and get it reconnected with one of those connecting links. Well, as we leave out today, we will continue to monitor the situation and try to keep an eye on this chain repair operation. Hopefully this will get done soon and they can resume cutting and hopefully get this section of the ship lifted out before too long. It's been a long time on this section. It was a month before the first problem arose. We've been into it for a little over a week now, again with the second attempt, and hopefully we'll be able to move this thing along. Well, hey, that's it for today. We'll ask you that if you haven't done it, to hit that subscribe button, send us some comments, and most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.